In a small city surrounded by tall buildings and busy streets, there lived a boy named Ethan. He wasn't the smartest student in his class, nor the most talented, but he had one thing that everyone admired. He dreamed Big Ethan wanted a better life, a future where he could be proud of himself, a future where he could finally break the cycle of mediocrity. But despite all his dreams, his life was trapped in a pattern he could not escape. Every day he promised himself he would start studying earlier, sleep on time, exercise a little, read something useful, or practice new skills. But as soon as morning came, the same habits pulled him down. He woke up late, scrolled endlessly through his phone, postponed tasks, rushed through the day without direction, and spent evenings drifting in distractions that stole his time silently. His dreams remained dreams because his habits remained the same. Ethan often wondered why nothing changed in his life. He blamed luck, blamed circumstances, and sometimes even blamed himself for not being good enough. But the truth was simpler and far more painful. His habits were silently building his future, brick by brick, whether he realized it or not. Weeks turned into months, and Ethan's grades began to fall. His teachers noticed his lack of progress, and his parents slowly lost confidence in him. He felt stuck, confused, and frustrated. Deep down, he knew he wasn't weak or incapable. He simply lived inside a routine that pushed him backward. He repeated the same days, expecting a different tomorrow. One afternoon, when the results of an important exam were announced, Ethan faced a moment he could not ignore. His score was far below average. His classmates celebrated. His teachers praised those who worked hard, while Ethan stood at the back of the room, staring at the paper that reflected his careless habits. It wasn't the numbers that hurt him. It was the truth behind them. A future built on weak habits would always collapse. That evening, he walked home slowly, as though the weight of his choices rested on his shoulders. When he entered his room, he sat quietly on his bed, replaying every moment he had wasted. The long mornings spent on his phone, the afternoons lost in procrastination, the nights wasted on meaningless entertainment. He remembered all the times he told himself, "I'll start tomorrow," and all the tomorrows that never came. For the first time, he realized a powerful lesson. Your habits are the invisible architects of your future. They quietly shape who you become, whether you choose them wisely or not. A successful life is not built through sudden bursts of motivation, but through small daily actions that seem insignificant in the moment, yet transform everything over time. The realization hurt him, but it opened his eyes. Ethan understood that he didn't need more talent, luck, or special opportunities. He needed better habits, habits that supported his goals instead of destroying them, habits that carried him upward instead of pulling him down. The next morning, he woke up with a sense of purpose he had never felt before. He didn't wait for motivation. He didn't wait to feel ready. He simply began. He made his bed, cleaned his desk, and wrote down 3 simple tasks for the day. He put his phone away while studying, took short breaks instead of long ones, and chose effort over comfort. His actions were small, almost unnoticeable, but they were consistent. At first, his mind resisted. Old habits tried to drag him back. The urge to procrastinate whispered in the background. But Ethan reminded himself of the painful moment he felt when looking at his exam results. He remembered how it felt to realize he had wasted months of his life. And slowly, day by day, discipline became easier. Weeks passed, and Ethan started seeing small changes. He felt more focused, more confident, more in control. The weight he carried inside began to lighten. His days were no longer wasted. His routine was becoming stronger than his excuses. The people around him noticed the difference. The way he spoke, the way he carried himself, the way he approached challenges. He no longer felt lost. He felt alive. Months later, when the next set of exams approached, Ethan didn't feel fear. He felt prepared. He had built himself through daily discipline, through habits that lifted him instead of limiting him. When the results were finally announced, he achieved one of the highest scores in the entire class. What seemed impossible months ago had now become his reality. But Ethan knew something even more important than the result. His success did not come from one night of hard work. It came from every small habit he repeated daily. It came from choosing progress over comfort. It came from respecting his future enough to build it piece by piece. From that day on, he carried one truth with him wherever he went. Your habits decide your future long before your future arrives. The person you become is not shaped by wishes or dreams, but by what you do consistently. Every small action matters. Every choice builds you or breaks you. His story is a reminder for all of us. If your future feels unclear, look at your habits. If your dreams feel distant, look at your daily choices. Your life will not change until your habits change. But when they do, everything else will follow.